security challenges in the country has been a nightmare among Nigerians. Everyone is scared because they don't know what will happen next. And something should be done so that the lives of citizens shall be saved and protected. Aisha Yusufu went to her Twitter page to air her displeasure over the abducting of students that have been happening in this country. In her tweet, she said, when the terrorists are done abducting students from the villages, they will come boldly and abduct from the cities. Don't make your empathy an expensive one that requires you becoming a victim before giving it. Though, what she meant was whatever you know you can do to secure the country, you should do it. And these terrorists have to be stopped before they target those in the cities. The kidnapping and killing that is occurring is a big challenge the country is facing, and the terrorists should be dealt with. We know that Nigeria is really facing security problems, but everyone must do what they can to save themselves and the citizens. The lives of every citizen must be protected, especially those in the northern region. It seems they are the ones that are mostly affected. Yes, according to what she said, when the terrorists are done adopting students from the villages, they will boldly come to the cities. Don't make your empathy an expensive one that requires you becoming a victim before giving it. Well, definitely, she has said the right thing. You know, I could remember what the president's wife said 2 years ago, when this thing has been and every day it's been every day on it, it's been happening on a daily basis, and she said it that 2 years ago that something should be done. Something should be done. Everybody was thinking, oh, maybe in the next 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, everything, they will clear everything. But she said then that if nothing will be done as her then, that it will happen and happen and happen and happen again. And this has even happened more than 1 million times, and it's like now it's like a normal thing. With the reason why we are talking about this one, because the number is much. People have been missing on a daily basis. People have been killed on a daily basis, and everybody just be like, feel like, okay, well, okay, it's happening. Then what do? You will talk, nothing will still happen. It will still happen. The president will come and condemn it. They will give statements. You will not even hear him speak. He does not even say anything. We always hear from the spokespeople, the Gaba Shehu and Femi Adesina. They are the ones. They will say, oh, Buhari said this. Oh, before you know, through the speaker, the spokesperson, either Femi Adesina or Gaba Shehu. But for this man, is it not enough? You will talk, they will tell you, oh, you are disrespecting him, you are insulting him. Must he even be told in the first place? Must he be reminded? Somebody was trying to give advice that, okay, everybody now knows that the Buhari cannot entertain questions. He's not an outspoken person. You have the vice president. The man is just there. The man is a material. You are just keeping the man. He's not doing anything because of this your wickedness, because of this greed. You cannot still allow somebody to do. That is why it's there for you for him to be your to help you, to assist you, because you cannot be everywhere. But because of this greed, because they know that the guy has what it takes. He's talented. He's eloquent. He can do it. He's not even doing anything. The man has been rendered redundant. He's just there. He's not doing anything. And the person was just giving advice. Okay, we know you cannot speak. We know you don't have what it takes to express yourself to the people. That's why you have the vice president. Let him do the work for you. I was just like, you are advising him. They will not. Because if really we have a government that is really coordinated, articulated, we wouldn't have been hearing all these lapses. We wouldn't have been seeing all these lapses, because the man will be covering in for him. In as much we are seeing results, nobody will be bothered. We will not bother ourselves. But we are not seeing results. The man is nothing is happening. It is only Femi Adesina and Garba Shehu. Those are the people we'll be hearing from. This is not normal. This is not normal. And before you know, Buratai will come and begin to threaten people. Whether it's the one that is the one in charge, I don't just understand. This is just too much. Because if we are not careful, because everybody will just like, oh yes, it's happening far north, it's happening whatever. Do you know that these people, they've been able to migrate themselves? They are operating at a different level in the southern part of the country. They are operating. People can no longer go to farm. It is not only the north affair again. They've managed to transport themselves. They've migrated to to the south fully. Hey, because some people now, how do people in that area, how do they cope? How do they manage themselves? And meanwhile, they are already everywhere. Don't forget the statement Burusai made sometime, I think last year, when he came to see the Lagos State Governor, that these people are already in Lagos. They are already there. They are already there. And they are getting ground gradually. So just like what this woman said, and that's the truth. If you think, okay, it's happening in far north, oh, it's not happening there, oh, they can't come to the city. Only God knows what could happen at any time. And a lot of people, especially the southern leaders, they are playing lip service to all of these things. They always tell you they get a intelligence gathering, but because they feel that they themselves are protected, so even if people lose their lives, it's nothing. Yes, they will tell you they condemn it. They condemn it. Even Aisha Yusuf has said, we don't have president in this country, and that is just the way it is. Well, they are using us for feeding up. Definitely, if we don't do anything about it, they will still come to town, because you just be wondering, why is it that these people are always going to these defenseless people? What do they really want to do? They just, it's unfortunate. This is what a lot of people failed to realize. Come out and protest. Don't hide away from Sorosuke. See, somebody is telling her to come out. They will surely come to the cities, no doubt about that. You sef know they see the effrontery wey dem get. It be like say na normal thing. They are using us for feeding up. The ashamed thing, or the whatever, is that the president is in the state. Okay, the shameful part of it is that the president is in the state. And the northerners are even angry now that he sent delegates to come to the school. And meanwhile, he's in that state, which I've already talked about before. You are in that state. It does not even take you anything. You just walk down there. A lot of things have been happening. Of course, they have private jet. But if they want to go to Mali now, they'll quickly go. Even Goodluck Jonathan, he will be going back and forth every now and then. He's in Aso Rock, coming to give a Buhari feedback of what they have gone to do outside the country. But what is happening in the country? they are behaving as if it's a far, it's in an, they are in another planet. Of course, Goodluck Jonathan has said he's not the best person they should ask about his security. So they told him that he can't do it. So the people who can do it, they are there. So I think he's not even the right person to ask about insecurity, because he did it. He couldn't succeed. Of course, there were a lot of propagandas here and there as at then. So we just have to take to this advice. Everybody needs to be careful. We need to be careful, because people will say, oh, let them go and protest. Is their palaver, is their trouble. It's everybody's trouble, because now economy is grounded. The country's economy is grounded, because they are going to be spending money now, because all attention is on this north, on how to spend money to be able to get the desired results in this whole thing. So it's affecting everybody. It's affecting everybody, and things will be so expensive. Things are already expensive, not to talk of now again. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning what Aisha Yusufu has said.